Across the decades, the art of Leonardo da Vinci has been studied to find out and understand all the hidden meanings in his paintings. The Leconfield Lecture 2023, hosted by the British-Italian Society at the Italian Cultural Institute in London, delves into the enigma of Leonardo's masterpiece, the Salvator Mundi.
The British-Italian Society, its purpose is to create and promote understanding in the UK of Italian culture and society, all aspects of Italian life. It had its origins in the 1940s when I think there was a feeling amongst, for example, some former British diplomats and others who had a great love of Italy that connection needed to be re-established and brought back to life. Well, the world is a bit different now. We have lots of connections between the UK and Italy, but nonetheless, that core mission remains. So we have lots of events about different aspects of Italian culture, society, the arts, economics as well. We had an event recently. We also give support to organisations in the UK who are doing events that have an Italian connection. So in the area of music and arts, for example. As I said, this is our big event. So we always try and have a really prestigious expert speaker. And tonight we have one. We have Emeritus Professor Martin Kemp from Oxford University. And he is a leading expert, I would say the leading expert on Leonardo's painting Salvator Mundi. And he's going to be talking to us about the painting. The very next event is next week. We have our Christmas dinner, but in the new year we have roughly an event every month or so. So in the new year we have, in January, there'll be an online event. I don't think we've yet specified the date, but it'll be a Zoom webinar on the Arena di Verona. So that'll be about opera. I think we have some arias that will be played, so looking forward to that. And then in February, we have a joint event with the Venice in Peril Fund, and that's on the Biennale of Venice. So, another big event. So we will keep up our momentum in the new year.
I'm absolutely delighted to host the Leconfield Lecture of the British-Italian Society. The British-Italian Society is a sister institute to ours. The mission is to integrate Italian culture and British culture. And tonight's topic is a perfect example of that, of how you can marry Italian interests and British interests coming together with a talk about Leonardo da Vinci and in particular the Salvator Mundi, which has been the object of much interest and much study. Where we have a fantastic exhibition on called Poetry and Magic. It's a cultural anthropological project dedicated to the anthropologist Anita Seppilli. This exhibition has two collateral events, one about a talk about Blake in Italy, Blake and Italian art, and another talk involving the Warburg Institute, Ian Sinclair and Kate Tomaj, in a round table about the significance of magic and folklore in today's culture. We have many events devoted to Italo Calvino in December, where we're celebrating the centenary of his birth. All in all, a huge amount of fantastic quality events at the Italian Cultural Institute in London.
Leonardo, a maestro of symbolism, intricately wove profound meaning into his works. Professor Martin Kemp, an esteemed art historian, dissects the iconic frontal Christ painting, unveiling layers of symbolism and cultural significance.
I've been asked to speak about the Salvator Mundi, and there are lots of stories, and the picture has disappeared completely at the moment. So I thought it would be better to begin with the picture. So compared with most lectures, and I've given various lectures on Salvator Mundi, I'm not beginning with the stories, I'm beginning with the picture and saying, let's look at the picture. Well, if I was matching it against a picture, I would match it with the Mona Lisa. Not in a very direct way, but he's poured an enormous amount of knowledge into Mona Lisa about optics, about drapery, about hair, about the body of the earth. It's not so much a portrait of a single woman as a statement about the woman in the context of the earth. And Salvator Mundi is about the saviour in the cosmos. What Leonardo has done is to show the Salvator Mundi, the saviour of the world, with a crystalline sphere of the heavens. So this is the saviour of the cosmos. So it's more ambitious than just being saviour of the world.
This event not only celebrates intellectual discourse, but invites you to explore the symbolic tapestry woven by one of history's greatest artists.
Segui COMPLITALY sulla tua Google TV o sul tuo telefonino cercando nello store COMPLITALY Plus. Seguici sui canali social di Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn e TikTok oppure sul nostro sito www.complitaly.uk. Regalaci un like, seguici e contribuisci a far crescere la tua televisione italiana nel Regno Unito. COMPLITALY TV, il tuo canale, sempre.